a bit of a nightmare because I start going, oh, I'm going to do stocking stitch, it's bombing. Hello, welcome to episode 26 of that LOWROW and Kades podcast. My name is Kelly, also known as LOWROW and Kades, and you can find me on Instagram and YouTube mostly. I pop up on Facebook every now and again, but I'm not really on there. Yes, so, welcome. 26 episodes and I'm still no good at this intro. I still don't know what I'm saying. So welcome. Welcome to the new viewers, because there's a few of you. Oh dear. Welcome to the new viewers. It's lovely to have you here. Yes, and welcome to the returning viewers who have stuck with me through all of this malarkey. I really appreciate you coming back each time I put up a video. So hi. So this week I'm a little bit late recording because I put up a video last week, I think it was last week, that was about the making of the Moonglade top that I'd released. So, and a few of you watched that and enjoyed it. I think a few of you had your eyes opened a little bit about what goes into designing. So that's good, because I do think people need to realise a little bit more. So yeah, that went out last week. So then I should have recorded this last week, but I didn't because of that. And I've got a feeling, what's the date today? Today is the 14th of July, Thursday the 14th of July. Where are we? That one. Oh, we'll get one more in. I was thinking I wouldn't get another recording done, but I will. I'm going on holiday on the 1st of August. And I thought that's when it would be recording, but it isn't. Anyway, there's a reason you're here, and it's not to listen to me waffle on about dates and when I'm recording next, and I know that. So, let's get started. So, I haven't done a lot of knitting. Well, I don't feel like I've done a lot of knitting. And I've kind of been stuck on the same projects. I've been, if you watch the making of the Moonglade thing, you'll know that disaster struck right before I was about to release. And that was that testers got back to me for the larger sizes and said that the neckline was too wide and it was like slopping off their shoulders, and I don't want that. So I've had to fix that. So I pulled out those sizes, didn't release them, and I've been on fixing that, and it's took a lot of like brain power and jiggling those sizes to get them to work a bit better. So because of that, I feel like I haven't done a lot of knitting, and I also kind of lost my mojo a little bit along the way. It did send me a bit, like, not loopy, but I was a little bit, I was down. I was pretty fed up when I found out what was going on, and that it was too late for me to fix before release. And I ummed and ahed about just releasing it, but I don't want to do that. I want everybody to have a nice fit. So yeah, it did bring me down a little bit, and I've kind of lost my knitting mojo along the way. So I don't feel like I've got a lot, but I'm going to crack on and show you anyway, because I've waffled for like 5 minutes now. So let's start with this, because there's not really much going on with this. So this is my Summer Flirt Tee by Jill Karina. I say Bø, but I know it's not pronounced Bø, because that's how an English person would pronounce an O, and I don't think that's an O, the circle with the line through, but I've no idea how you pronounce it. I did look it up, but I forgot. So, Jill, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly, but here we go. So this is the Summer Flirt Tee. Oh, my marker's in the back. Right. So you can see how much stocking stitch I've done by where the stitch marker is. Obviously it hangs down, so it should like be like that. So I've done a fair amount of stocking stitch. I think I'm coming close to what the pattern tells you to stop at. It says, I'm sure it's 20 centimetres. I'm not sure what that is in inches, so I'll pop it up. I'm sure it's 20 centimetres, but it says or to the desired length, and I do think that I'll be going further. You can't see where that is, but it's like, so it's currently like at my, just above my waist. My waist is here, so it's like just above my waist by about half an inch or something, and I want it here. I like things to sit a bit further down. So yeah, I'll be plugging away. I've got a good couple of balls of yarn left. Oh, I've got one. I've got one more, and then this one. I was thinking of knitting until I just finish this one, but I'll see what that does. So yeah, this is Summer Flirt Tee. It's absolutely lovely. It's such a nice design, and I can't wait to get it finished. I want it finished before my holiday, so I'm really hoping, what have I got then? 2 weeks? 1, 2 and a bit weeks. I want to be able to wear it on my holidays. Otherwise, the sun's going to be gone anyway, and I'll be wearing it in the winter. But yeah, I've really, really enjoyed it. I could not tell you what size needles this is knitted on. I could actually, I could tell you, because I could just get my size, couldn't I? Oh, there are 3. I didn't expect that. So it's on a 3mm, which is a US 2.5? Yeah, US 2.5. I think you do the lace on a different needle. I'm not 100%. I could be totally making that up. The sun's decided to come across here and cause lots of glare. I'm sorry. Yeah, I could be making that up. But so yeah, the sleeves, the pattern's done. So you just knit a section in stocking stitch. I think it's like 9 rounds or something, and then do a rib. And then it tells you to knit this until, I think it's like 2.5 centimetres, which is just over an inch of ribbing at the end. So it tells you to knit until you're that much short, sort of thing. So yeah, I'm nearly done, but it's a lot of stocking stitch. I've been knitting it randomly here and there, not just on Friday night. But I'm a bit of a bugger for once it gets to the stocking stitch bit, I'm a bit of a nightmare, because I start going, oh, but it's just stocking stitch, it's bobbing, and I really need to just crack on and get it done. I really, really do, because it's stupid. Just get it finished. Next, I've been working on, I've left it up there, hang on. Right, so, my Spruce Grouse socks by Herrod, Songbird handmade. So, if you remember last time these were in the naughty corner, they were really difficult for me to get my head round the way the pattern went, because it's like V's, and the way it changed in the middle, I just couldn't get my head around it at all. And I kept making mistakes and pulling them out, making mistakes and pulling them out, and they went in the naughty corner. And I think I told you last week that they were in the naughty corner. Well, this time I pulled them out, and I was like, right, let's just get this nailed. Now in the pattern, Katie says to put a marker in the middle so that you know when you get to the middle. And where the pattern changes and then you come out the other side. And I was knitting them on a Friday night, which is when I have a drink, and my marker fell out and got eaten by the chair. And I couldn't be bothered to get up and put another marker in, and that's why I was making loads of mistakes. Excuse me. So basically I made loads of mistakes because I ignored what the designer told you to do and just thought I knew better myself, like not thought I knew better, because I don't. I mean, like, I just thought, oh, I'll be able to just do it without the marker now, I'm fine. And I wasn't. So I put the marker back and then I've cracked on and I've done a good job. I don't know why I just took that off there. But here it is finished. So just the one. So let me show you what I'm talking about. If you can see, it's a bit hard to see it in this yarn. You can see it better on Katie's version. I don't think you can see it really. It kind of goes in with these like this. You can kind of see it there. So it was this central part that I just kept getting it wrong. I was like, oh my God. So now I've cracked it and I've cast on, well, I cast on the second, which I've basically got a tiny bit of toe. So these I worked with a Turkish heel that I've never done before. And I think that's why I took them off the blocker, so you can see the heel. So this is the Turkish heel. Hang on. So it's kind of this flap up the back. So it makes the sock run along all the way along the side of your heel, and then you have this flap at the back. It was really interesting to knit. I really enjoyed knitting it. It was yeah, it's and I like the fit. It feels funny having the sock run right across the side of your foot, but it does, like, I don't mean funny in like an uncomfortable way, it's just, it's weird. but it fits nice. I really like the fit. So I would use that heel again, definitely. I've knitted them in Skein in the Stitch Lucky Dip. So it's a one of a kind. So it has no name or anything. Yeah, my advice, if you knit the Spruce Grouse socks, which is a good pattern, and I totally say yes, do that, but keep your markers in. Because, I mean, Katie said to me that some of her testers learned the pattern and were just flying and were fine, but then others weren't, and I just wasn't. I wasn't a tester. I mean, that I've got to it and I just wasn't. I just was not getting that central bit in my head. So the marker really helped. So yes, I also did the rounded toe version. You can have a wedge toe or a rounded toe. So I did the rounded toe, and yeah, good pattern. It's got a lot of information in it because it's aimed at people who haven't really done socks and stuff. So it does have a lot of information in there. So just be aware of that. But other than that, really enjoyed them. So I'm going to crack on with, well, I am cracking on with my second one. The toe is there, but I don't know if I'll have them finished by the next time I see you, because I really want to get my summer Flirt Tee done. But I am going to crack on with them. And they're back out of the naughty corner. They're in my good books again. So that is those. Last time you seen me, I was knitting on a new design. Oh, I haven't got to weave the ends in. I thought I had. Ooh. I was knitting on a new design, which was the Coastal Waters socks. And this is my latest sock design. Oh, that's probably bleaching out with that sun. So I've done both now, but I haven't weaved the ends in this one, obviously. I thought I had. They are mirrored socks, so the other side is plain, and then so they'd be this way around. I did this last time. Yes, because that goes to the outside of your foot. It runs along the front of your foot and then up the side of your ankle. How can I do that? Like that. Yeah, my arm doesn't bend that way very well. And I use the fleecal heel. There's a fly buzzing around. Probably you can probably hear it. It's been really noisy. So the fleecal heel is amazing. It is basically the heel where it causes 0 holes at all. Saying that, the Turkish heel hasn't caused any holes either. So there's another good no hole heel. They're both toe up heels though. These are toe up. And I love this heel so much. I absolutely love it. It's so easy. And my testers, when I wrote it with an error and the testers were getting holes, and then I realised what I'd done, rewrote it, and then they're all saying there's 0 holes. They're not getting any holes at all. And they're all absolutely loving it. They're also saying that these knit up incredibly fast. I thought it was just me, because I was kind of like, the stitch pattern is 8 rows, I think, 8 rounds. But because it's like just a little chunk and then you're doing stocking stitch, it tends to go around really quickly. So then you can like go, I'll just finish a repeat and then do whatever else I have to do. And so the repeats they're just flying past. These socks just like, there's testers who've knitted like 2-3 pairs already, and they've been in testing, what, 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks, because I've extended it because of the heel error. So I extended it another week. But yes, there's testers who are just absolutely flying them. So I'm really excited for these to come out. I really, really need to go and take some photos. I wanted to go down to the beach. The beach is about a 45-minute drive. It's where my mum lives. She lives at the beach. So I could just go and visit my mum and take these with and go, hang on a minute, I'm just nipping down the road to the beach. But yes, I need to do that, take some photos, and then I'm going to get these released. Absolutely love them. They're knitted in Skein and the Stitch classic sock in the Sea Swell colourway, which is my absolute favourite colourway of hers. And I'll show you on the vanilla side. I love it. I think that's bleaching it out a little bit, but I do absolutely love it. It's just like a turquoisey, like, what do I want to say? Like a lagoon. It reminds me of a lagoon. But yeah, so these are Coastal Waters socks, and they are coming out soon. So yes, I'll keep you posted. Finally, because like I said, I haven't done a lot of knitting. We just have a slurp. I kind of have, but I haven't. I don't know. I really did lose my mojo, and I was like this is no offence to any of the patterns, but I was like forcing myself to knit. I forced myself to knit the Spruce Grouse socks. I forced myself to knit the Summer Flirt Tee, just because I was like, you need to have things moving, like get things done. In my head I'm just like, I want to cast something on, and I was like, you can't, you need to finish what you've got. I've also forced myself to knit these, and yeah, I'm just not in, I don't know, my mojo's just like a dodgy bloody light bulb flickering on and off. So New design. I don't think I showed you this at all last time. So these are the Dispersion fingerless gloves. If you remember, I had the Dispersion socks. I'll pop a picture up of the Dispersion socks. People requested gloves, so here they are. So this one is finished. So this is it's twisted. So this is finished, this one. I'm still on with the other one. And I'm this far into the right hand. So the thumb gusset is the thumb gusset is in place. So yeah, these are another design in collaboration with Skein and the Stitch. I did say I had a lot this year with Skein and the Stitch. So these are knitted in hollows. I always get the name of this yarn wrong, and I haven't got the label inside. I'm sure it's hollows. So that's this one. It's really, I don't like brown, but it's a really gorgeous brown. Now, and it's also in Sea Swell, which you'll notice is a lot smaller, and I'll tell you why. So originally, when me and Jess from Skein and the Stitch decided to collab on these gloves, she sent me hollows and candy apple, I think this is. Yeah. Now I'm going to put a really rough picture up that I took for Jess to show her what the situation was. But candy apple and hollows, looking at them like that, they look okay, but when they were knitted together, you could not see the pattern at all. It just looked like just occasional blobs of red or green. It just wasn't standing out. And I had like 36 grams of Sea Swell left from doing the socks. So I decided to give that a trial with hollows, and I just loved it. I just love how it looks together. So that's what I went with, and I've luckily, the 36 grams is doing really well. I've got plenty left. I'm going to be fine. So there is more plans for these. So I've done the fingerless gloves in the fingering weight and the classic sock, but I also have, patiently waiting for me, is her Ivy colourway. And her garden graffiti colourway. So these are in DK, and the plans are finish my 4-ply version. What's going on here? It's all unravelling. Nearly dropped the other one on the floor. Finish my 4-ply version as fingerless mitts, fingerless gloves, and then I'm going to cast on a DK version and do mittens for DK. But then when I write the pattern, there'll be fingerless and mittens in 4-ply fingering, and there'll be fingerless mittens Don't jump up there. Fingerless mittens and fingerless gloves and mittens. Sorry, the cat's completely distracted me. In DK as well. So that's what I intend to do with the pattern. But yes, I do. What are you doing? Come here and show your face. You haven't been on here for ages. This is Lenny now. What's this? What's this? He's much bigger than when you last seen him. He now goes out and about. He's a man about town, aren't you? Yes. Here's his bow tie. And you can say hello. You say hello. So yes, this is Lenny. He looks like he's got beans on his face. You gonna go down? Or are you sitting there? Don't climb all over my desk because you're gonna get air in me tea. Oh, he's a very indecisive cat. So yes, that's the plans. So DK and fingering weight in both fingerless mittens and full mittens, which I could have said earlier. I went around the house quite a bit there, didn't I? So yes, that's my intention. So I'm hoping to get, I wanted to get them in testing. No, it wasn't then. It was, when did I want to get them in testing? It was as soon as the, yeah, that says the peacock socks, because that's what I called them originally. The Coastal Waters socks were supposed to have ended on the 11th and Dispersion was supposed to start on the 12th. I've moved the Coastal Waters to finish on the 18th and it's still got written there to start Dispersion on the 19th. Now that might just be fingerless mittens because I don't think I'm going to knock out some mittens in that time as well. And like I say, my mojo is just awful. I was sitting knitting on these yesterday and I was just hating every single minute of it. I just wasn't enjoying it at all. So that's not good, is it? But like it's nothing to do. I liked knitting this one. I just, whether it was second mitten syndrome or just this mojo thing, I don't know, I just wasn't really enjoying it. So hopefully it's not because my pattern's entirely boring and like no one wants to knit it. But so I bought new needles for these. I got these Zing, I think, Knit Pro. I think they're Zing in 2.5mm, which is a, I don't know where it is in the US. I'll put it up. Yes, they're on a 2.5mm. The cuffs are a 2.25mm. Yeah, and there's going to be plenty of sizes. I'm not going to just do one size, I'll do a few sizes. So I need to figure those out. But that is the Dispersion mittens. And then that's all I've been working on. I just, yeah, rubbish, sorry. I'll try it. I think there'll be a new cast on next time you see me, you know, because I'm just desperate to just cast something on. And I have designs that I need to get on with as well. I'm at least a week behind now on my schedule that I make for myself, so I don't have to stick to it directly. But yeah, the moon glade has set me back a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm kind of chasing my tail, and I think that hasn't helped with the mojo either. But what have I got? I've got some different mittens. I've got 2 more pairs of mittens to do, but some of them will be coming closer to like November sort of time. So let's go on to acquisitions. Yeah, let's do that. So right, I don't like to do this, so this is a bit difficult. Basically, I won a Instagram giveaway for a £35 voucher from a indie dyer, and I thought to myself, right, it's not often I can afford like a top quantity of yarn, and £35 against that is a big thing. So I decided that £35 would have done me 2 skeins of her yarn. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy a third, get 3 skeins all the same colour instead of getting 3 different coloured skeins, which I would normally do. Get 3 all the same colour and then you've got a top quantity. So they came, I ordered a colourway called Maple. Now I'm not going to say who the dyer is because I don't want to do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. So the colour I got was Maple, and this is what it looked like on the website. In reality, it's a bit darker, it's a bit more rusty. Okay. But what came was that one, and then the other 2. It's really hard because I don't want to show you who it is because I don't want to do that. Can you see that? They're like totally different. In fact, I'm going to do it like this. There we go. You can see that. So these two were packed together. This was packed separate. Like, they were all in the same envelope, but I mean, like, these were in a tissue together and this was in a tissue on its own, and I was just like, so you knew that they were matching and you've put them all in. Now, if I'd have paid the full whack, I would have been straight on and said, this isn't good enough, this isn't on. But I hadn't. I'd won like 2 of them effectively, so I felt like I couldn't really complain. So I've kept them, but they're no good for me to do a top. If I knit those, even if I alternate skeins, I'm going to have stripes. They're that different. And they all have the same colourway on the back, by the way. They're all called the same thing. So I was really, really disappointed. I was really gutted. So what I've decided to do is, I'm just, like, I'll use this one for something and then maybe use these for something, or maybe I might put these in a giveaway later on. I'm planning on doing a giveaway on my 30th episode because I missed my year's episode, and then I forgot on my 25th episode, which was the last one. So I'm planning on doing a giveaway on my 30th episode, which will be around like Christmas sort of time as well, which will be nice to do a giveaway then. And I think that those 2 will be going in that, because I've not paid for them anyway, I've won them, so I'm not like actually losing anything, and I don't think I would use them because I'm so like about them. So yeah, that's one of my acquisitions. I really don't want to name and shame the person because that could just be a blip that she's done. It might not be the way that she runs her business. I don't want to, it's not the way I roll, sort of thing. I don't want to do that. So I'd like to keep that to myself, but just, yes, it has happened. If I see it happening with other people, then I'll probably say something. But yeah, it's not really on. Not when I understand that things can look slightly different. Hang on, he wants to go out. I understand that in yarn dyeing that I mean, they say about alternating skeins and everything for a reason. I understand that dye lots can come out slightly different. They're not going to be identical, but that's massively different. And also, I bought 3 together, and in the packaging it said if you buy dye lots are different, blah blah blah, but if you buy 3 together, I'll make sure they're from the same dye lot. They're not from the same dye lot. So yeah, really disappointing. But moving on to undisappointing things and spectacular amazing things is another skein that I bought. And I know I'm not supposed to be buying because I'm supposed to be saving for Yarndale, but I couldn't resist. So basically, my my lovely friend, I'm going to call her my friend, I've never met her in my life, but she's amazing. So if you remember my bag, this was gifted to me by Yarncraft. Diane from Yarncraft was making lots of project bags, and she makes amazing ones, and she sent me this just because, and like, I love it. It fits in all my jumpers and everything. It's gorgeous inside. My summer flirt is living in it at the minute. I love my bag, and Diane, just out of the goodness of her heart, just sent me the bag. But now she started dyeing yarn. She's already amazing at it, and when I saw that she was dyeing yarn, I had to get the skein that I saw. This is called Turtle Beach. I'm trying to get it to be accurate. It's got like, if I can block the light. So yeah, I absolutely love it. It's 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. It's 400 meters in there. Yes, I'm going to show you a label. I love a label so much. I love that little lady on a label. So yes, Diana started dyeing yarn, and the colours are just beautiful. So this is probably, this is just screaming at me to be cast on, and I'm thinking that that's what's going to happen. I've already got an idea for it, for some new socks. Diane has asked me to design something in it. Bless her, I told her about that yarn, and she just wanted to send me, she said, show me what colour it is, I'm just going to send it to you. I was like, no, you're not. Like, no. But she's just amazing. Please go and check her out. I'm going to link her below because she has a podcast, and yeah, she's just beautiful, inside, outside, everything else. She's just amazing. So that was my acquisitions. I don't think I've got anything else. Yeah, hopefully I've got a bit more to show you next time. I've only got 3 things, haven't I? That's a bit rubbish. Yeah, hopefully I've got more to show you. And yeah. That's it. I never know how to end, so I'm just gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here with me, and I love just being able to sit and natter about my knitting with you. So I really appreciate it, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Yes, I've got no live stuff to tell you, just that I've booked a holiday, and you have to do a dance every time you say you booked a holiday. It's only like, it's basically not even 2 hours up the road from me. To a place called Haggerston Castle, but I cannot wait. It's only for a week, and the boys will be off school, and we just really need it. We just really need to just get away and go. So I just hope the sun keeps shining, because it's been a bit blippy today. Not blippy as in that lunatic on the internet that the kids all love, just blippy as in switching on and off. Losing the plot, go in, see you later, bye.